Why are old English guns not got a value at the moment? Welcome back to the shooting channel, and welcome back to this film with, I've got a very old traditional English gun. Why are we all gun snobs? Why don't we like English guns anymore? Why's the value dropped? Yes, you can say it's still shot, it's this, but if you go back years ago, classic cars were worthless. Now, you go and buy an English classic car, you'll be paying through the nose for it. You can't buy leaded petrol anymore. So why is it? It's not licensing, it's not the still shot. We need to be looking after our history. We need to be looking after the classic English stuff, because that's what keeps us going. Now, I have got a really old William Powell sidelock in my hands. Now, yes, it ain't worth a lot of money. 50, 60 years ago, when this was built, 70 years ago, it would have been worth an absolute fortune. Now, is it because the likes of William Powell, the likes of some of the other English manufacturers, have now taken these names and gone to Turkey, gone to Italy, and in a way ruined the English tradition? Because if you buy William Powell now, it won't be made in England. It will be made in Turkey. It will be made in Italy. It will be made pretty much wherever they can buy it cheapest. Now, have we ruined our history and our gun making because of money? Because we try and get it done as cheap as we can? Is there a market to bring stuff back and make traditional English guns side by side like this in the UK? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, I can think of lots of names. I've got a William Powell in my hands, but I can think of E.J. Churchill's. Yes, they've nicked the name, they put it on a shooting ground. Great, fantastic. They go to Italy, they get stuff made, but it ain't proper. You've got William Powell, you've got some of the real English guns, even some of our guns, Holland's, been bought by Beretta. Yes, at the moment, the Beretta are keeping Holland's as a traditional English gun and making it in the UK. But if you look at this gun, if you take this gun, everything on this gun is built by somebody in this country. It keeps jobs in this country. It keeps the hand craftsmanships in this country. You've got the engraving, all this detail, attention to detail. This was obviously a pair. Obviously it's got number 1 on it. It's got, somebody has put their heart and soul into this gun to make this somebody's pride and joy. So somebody that owned this gun, this was their pride and joy. Now, comment below. Is this something that somebody would love to pick up and really bring back to life? Because you can pick them up in Holt's these days. You can pick these up for less than 500 quid. Is that really what we want our English gun trade to be like in 20, 30 years time? You American viewers, what do you think of getting hold of a lovely English gun like this and taking it to America? I know a lot of you probably love our English heritage. So I just wanted to have a film about what we all think of this particular gun. This particular gun is 28 inch. It's a side lock. It's 14 3/4. Yes, it's very low in the cone. It's traditional, got traditional drop points on it. It's got its traditional tang trigger guard going all the way up the stock. Top lever, lovely. It's almost like, it's like a modern one. When you push it across, it feels really comfortable. Now, I had an idea, and follow it on the channel and comment below. Does anyone want me to do this? Of getting a gunsmith and doing this up from what it is at the moment, from a really tired old English gun, and spending some time with the camera and doing it up and doing a step-by-step guide of how to do an English gun up. Comment below. Is it something you'd like to watch? It's because it absolutely fascinates me. I mean, even down to the forends, it's just an absolutely fantastic, to me, it's something we're missing. It really is. And yes, they might kick a little bit. They might not be as easy to shoot as some of these modern heavy clay guns, but it's something that I believe we need to keep in our history. Now let's have a shoot with it and let's see what it shoots like. So I've come to a stand here at Oxford and we're just going to shoot a bit of shot clays, just a couple of pairs with this particular gun. Again, there are a lot of people, again, AYA has kind of overshadowed the side-by-side market, and that's because of the way they're built and the fact that they've nicked a lot of the English heritage and the way that people like side-by-sides with a height in the comb, a little bit of weight. But this particular gun is a really, really very, very traditional English made side-by-side. Again, the biggest thing I would say between an English gun is they're low in the comb and they're quite light. So compared to something like an AYA, because it's still a side-by-side, they are very light. And a lot of people do say that they tend to flick an English gun quite a lot. But if you go to your proper shooting school and you get taught correctly how to do it, there's things that they can do to stop you flicking that gun. So if you're taught by a professional instructor how to shoot a side-by-side, an English side-by-side, again, that's another film, they will teach you how to shoot one without flicking the gun all over the sky. So, and the other thing that I would say is quite big that you'll feel with an English gun is the recoil, which is why when you shoot an English gun, look after them and only shoot soft cartridges with them. They will kill, and you will kill, I will kill what somebody will shoot with an over and under with one of these. So I'm just going to shoot a couple of going away birds just to show you what it's like. So pull, 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 actual fact, I shoot that better than anything else. Pull, so the biggest thing I'm going to say is the recoil. I feel that more than anything else. So the recoil needs to, the recoil is it because it's a light gun, it does tend to recoil quite a lot. But, and again, the weight of the gun. So if I just shoot a couple more with it, pull, pull. So again, if you look, I do have to just hold it into my shoulder a little bit more because it's quite short and quite low. So I just have to hold it there, but otherwise it slips out my shoulder. pull, 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 and the other thing you need to do, and again this happens with classic cars as well, you have to look after them, so you have to service them regularly, and the reason why is because everything in here is built by hand. So the top lever spring, built by hand. All the mechanisms inside is all built by hand. So you can't just go off like when you buy your Bretta or your Browning, you just go back to Bretta or Browning, and the top lever spring or the firing pins are on the shelf. You have to make them for this. So is there a market for these guns coming back? And I think this is something that we, as the UK shooting industry, really need to push these to get people back out there again. Comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is this something you would like me to do a series of films of how to do up a nice English traditional side-by-side? Comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you've enjoyed this film, and I hope you've enjoyed me going back a little bit into the history of British gun making or English gun making. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, it really helps us to give you content like this. And please, please, please keep watching. We do have some very interesting films coming up over the next few months. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.